we're back with another episode of the Another Day Podcast. We have two very special guests. I'll let them self-introduce themselves.
I'm Yassi Gonzalez. I am part of Rollers Only Car Club here in Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
I'm Alicia Downing, and I'm with Impala's Car Club of Oklahoma City.
Yeah, and big shout out to him for making it to the podcast. Like I said, two very special guests. Today we're doing the segment of, what are we, Lady Lowriders?
Yeah, Lady Lowriders.
Alrighty, you got it here today. We're just highlighting the fact that here in Oklahoma City, we also have a really big culture with the ladies and the lowriders, and then I'll let them explain to you guys and just get a little bit deeper and hear the culture with the ladies. But yeah, thank you guys for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Yes.
Super awesome. Yeah. And then we'll just dive deep into just who you guys are and then where you guys are from. We'll start with you.
Like I said, I'm Alicia. I'm from Oklahoma City. The whole reason we got into lowriding was our father. We're trying to carry on his tradition as far as this goes, and I think so far we're doing pretty good. But we definitely plan to keep stepping up the game, keep doing what we're doing.
Most definitely. And that's what it's all about, tradition and everything.
Yeah.
And did you say you're here from Oklahoma City?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. South side of Oklahoma City?
No. Kind of like, I guess, where Moore is, like the Moore area part.
Oh, okay.
Grew up there. Graduated from Moore High School 2019.
Oh, okay, 2019. All
2019.
right. Yeah. And then would you say you've been in the low racing since?
I was very young. Yeah, my dad had an Impala for well over 28 years. He had it in storage until I was about 18 because he was more of a family first and then work on the car.
Yeah.
So once we were very well taken care of, had everything, because he definitely worked hard to get us out of where we were, to better schools, better houses. But that was more of a family thing when it came to low riding, was car shows. We'd all be there, help with the car, prep the car, and then we'd all just post up in the back with everybody.
Yeah.
Hanging out.
Yeah, I love that, man. That's super dope.
Yeah.
And then we'll just dive deep a little bit into who you are and what you do.
Yeah, so I am not originally from Oklahoma. I grew up in the Michigan, Illinois area.
Michigan.
So kind of very far. Moved with my husband to New Mexico, and honestly, that's kind of obviously where everything started for me. We've been here in Oklahoma going on 14 years now. And I've been, I would say, active in lowriding for about 9, but I am still very, very new to this. I'm a baby to this entire lifestyle, the game, the everything. So, I'm learning every day. Not scared to ask questions, not scared to be honest and say, there's a lot to this that I don't know.
Yeah.
Still learning every day, which I think everybody does. But that's pretty much it.
Because there's a lot to this, a whole lot, from tradition to not wanting to do the wrong thing to, thinking twice about buying a 4-door and things like that. As far as like lowriding things like that, what do you guys think about from switches to airbags? We'll get your opinion.
I'm a hard one on that, I guess, because I prefer either one, honestly.
Okay.
But if it were my say-so and my husband's pockets were good, I'd have hydraulics on everything. So I'm very much into hydraulics, but then you have cars that are badass on bags too. So I mean, everybody has their own choice, their own opinion. So build it how you want to build it. It's your car, your ride. So
that's true. Yeah, hydraulics.
Yep.
Shout out Val. What do you think?
I'm a hydraulic person. Personally, the noises when the car goes up,
Yeah.
my favorite. I like when they lock too. It's just, I don't know. It's just something about the noises. My personal favorite, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's the first time I've heard that. Yeah, but that's dope. So growing up here in the South End with the lowriders, I don't know if you guys seen just like because I've been a lot like in the country areas, and you see a lot of pickup truck, work trucks, and here in the south side, you see a lot of lowriders in people's driveways. You also see a lot of bunch of lifted trucks, just because we have a big Mexican culture here in the south side. But just because it's like recently, it's kind of like really showing out and stuff like just because what I've seen in like the shows and 2025 and also social media. It's just really easier to show out, to be honest, and talk shit. And then just with that, you know, how you guys seeing it? Just really how it's growing and stuff, and really how you can just, like I said, show out easier.
Social media definitely helps, and I think social media has had a big impact on the current lowriding lifestyle. Because there's a lot of kids that didn't grow up with it, watched it on TVs and movies, and now they're seeing it on social media. And they can see that guy that's 2 houses down, and you got a badass car, and they're going to go talk. So that kid goes to talk, and it just goes, and it continues to move forward. Yeah. So, I mean, but there's even kids that grow up in the lowriding community their entire life, and when they grow up to do their own thing, they're into, you know, imports and all that other stuff, but they're still within the car culture. Yeah. And even those times, those kids start implementing the lowriding aspect into those cars. So you'll start seeing imports, you know, with lowrider patterns, engraving, you know, and all that. So, I mean, the cultures then combine. So social media definitely has, I think, impacted the current lowrider, you know, world.
For sure, yeah. Because I like the way definitely everything's expanding. Like, they do the drives for kids. Like, even like when my dad passed, we had that big cruise. Everybody literally showed up. Like, it was a crazy turnout. They definitely show up for the community.
Yeah. And then, like, communication-wise, I've had a lot of people on here saying, like, oh, you know, back in the day, you know, since there was no phones or anything, people had to communicate with each other, had to talk. You know, it was either you learn something from a flyer, like word of mouth, and now with, like, people able to talk to, like, say, you know, we're here in Oklahoma, we can get game from people from Japan or like somewhere crazy, you know, and for sure that changes the game. Just like we start doing things from other places and things like that. Do you guys see much of like other cultures here in Oklahoma? Because I see a big comparison with like Oklahoma and California. I see it all the time. I'm like, we're close to Texas too, you know? Yeah. Do you guys see any other like places that we really get like inspiration from, or do you guys just think OKC's its own place?
For me, I've traveled a lot. I think Oklahoma City is its own, but of course it still follows the culture and the outlines that you would see on the West Coast. Yeah,
the blueprint.
Yeah, but if you think about it, Oklahoma, there's not very much lowriding if you be honest about it. I live in Moore. I see more old schools, you know, the older white Americans with their vehicles, you know, than you do see anything else. So you're going to be more geared to that growing up. We're out on the West Coast, it's everywhere, you know, so the region definitely determines that. But then if you go 2.5 hours south of us, you have Dallas and Fort Worth, and lowriders are everywhere too. So, but yeah.
You get it from here, you get it from there.
Yeah.
And then with all that, where would you say you get mainly like your knowledge and inspiration for lowriding?
I would say probably people around me. They give me like the best advice when it comes to stuff on the cars, like what I should do. But also, I'm not gonna lie, Japan, their cars are top notch. I love looking at their cars, seeing their cars. It gives me ideas for what I would like to do to a car.
Well, anything different that stands out from like the U.S. cars?
Everything. Their wheels are all like chromed out, like engraved. It's so much detail in the car. It's crazy. Like Japan, I want to go to Japan for a car show, 100%. Because even like they dress like us, like the cholos and everything.
I was about to say, they respect the culture. 100%. Like they're essayed out, all of them. Bald heads. I thought they were cholos. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Anybody like specifically that really influenced you or really just inspired you in the lowrider?
I'm not gonna lie. Recently, ever since like I want to say like a couple years ago, we met the guys in our car club. Zach, he has a 66 Impala. I feel like he inspires me a lot because he knows so much about cars, and it's like, okay, like I have someone to look forward to, like to helping me, like teach me to learn about the car. And it's like he installs things, so it's like I can learn from this and like learn the car as I go, because I'm new to it. Like you said, like I'm still a baby.
Okay. And then so far, like with how you guys been, since you guys are still babies in the game, like how's it been? Like since you say since like the beginning now to where I feel like you gained a little more experience. You're a lot more confident.
Yeah, definitely from where I was to where I am now. Obviously, you know, the knowledge and everything has grown, but so far everyone that I've come across, the most part, has been extremely welcome. I do spend a lot of time in the pit where they do a lot of hopping, and you know, that for me, that's my place. You know, and I like the competition, the adrenaline, the shit talking, that, you know, that's definitely something that I truly enjoy, but the competition part of it is what gets me, because, you know, it's so much more to these guys because they build it, they put so much time into it, and they're beating the shit out of these cars every time they do it, you know. And then you have guys that build show cars and that's their baby. Yeah. So for me, I see both parts of it, and it's I love every part of it. But the hot pit is, for me, is amazing. The guys there that I talk to, and even the women there, you ask questions and they'll tell you, they'll work with you, and you know, they'll show you things even sometimes if you don't even ask. So I mean, it's amazing, some of the people that are involved into all of this. They're very open. Yes. So it helps build everything.
Yeah, it's super dope. With the hot pit, it's a whole nother world, man. Mm-hmm. I talk to a lot of guys, and they tell me, because I talked a lot about cruising and building lowriders and stuff, and they're like, you got to talk to some guys about hopping. I'm like, what do you mean? It's not the same thing. Ooh. That sometimes they don't even hang out together. And then for sure, for, you know, a lady lowrider talking about the pit, you know, it's very, you really don't hear about that. How was it like getting in there from like you experiencing it at the beginning? Because like, say a lot of shit, it's tense, mm-hmm. but everybody's friends, everybody's really cool,
right?
But how is it like you seen that at first, and then because now I bet you're just like you just laugh about it.
I mean, first, like, seeing it or whatever, you know, I didn't understand it, you know, because I was new to it. And the more you get around it, the more, again, you get the adrenaline. And if you're a competitive person, that's going to attract your attention. So that's what I think what it did for me, is that competitiveness, it got to me. Yeah. So I enjoy it, and it's just the hype of it all. So, I mean, it's a lot, but there's a lot of women now, a lot of young girls that are hopping, which is amazing, you know, and I look up to those young girls because they're doing stuff that a lot of grown men can't do. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, women are kind of making our way.
Yeah, showing them out there. Have you experienced that at all, like the pits or anything?
No, I've been more of a show car girl.
Oh, okay.
We baby her so much, so we're really not in the pit like that.
Okay.
I enjoy watching it though, don't get me wrong. My favorite things.
Yeah. No, yeah, just experiencing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's dope, yeah, because there's a lot of shit talking. It gets intense, mm-hmm. for sure. Some people really don't fuck with that.
I'm going to have to go in the pit one day. I want to see you.
Okay, yeah. Big shout out to Val and Original Lowrider July. I forgot exactly the date.
July 19th, we'll be here in Oklahoma City.
We'll be here in Oklahoma City. I'm going to have a link to the event. If you guys want to check out the tickets or anything. But for sure, that one, I'm going to for sure get content for the pits and really highlight Oklahoma City and all that. With those shows and all that, how do you see the pits and stuff here? Because I've seen a couple that they do like a couple shows and stuff like that, but I know those are a lot more organized and people are like waiting for them to have it on their dates and everything. Mm-hmm. So I saw them already share the hopping one. It's going crazy. Everybody's ready for that one.
Yeah, I mean, doing the shows and everything, you have the people who enjoy the car shows, that go for the concert, that go for the hop, and everybody that does the whole experience. So, I mean, the hop is definitely a big part of the entertainment portion, if you will, of a show. So I do believe it's important part of the show scene here, especially in Oklahoma. On the West Coast, obviously, it's 10 times bigger there. Going to shows out in Las Vegas, they have 40, 50 hoppers that pull up, and it's an all-night thing. I mean, it's like go, 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 go. So it's back to back like that. And, you know, out here you could get up to 15, 20, 30 cars. So, I mean, it's pretty dope. And then now you got the little RC cars doing the hops. So, I mean, now the kids are getting involved there. So, but there's way more beyond the hop. So I do a lot more with the show wise, you know, doing the shows. But the hop is, for me, that's...
I'm for sure gonna get a little bit more into like the thing, how you also do more outside of just like in the lowrider scene, how your involvement in the shows and things like that, because I know that's like another like really big thing added to you guys, because I know you guys work amazingly, and so you guys make it look so easy on such a huge show here in Oklahoma City. If you just want to go a little deeper in
Yeah, I mean, we actually started doing shows here. We've been part of the community here for 9 years, and we started actually doing a show in Moore that started out with like little bikes and pedal cars, more geared towards the kids because we had our son. And then that kind of grew into more community events, you know, doing school fundraisers or school supplies, you know, trunk or treats. And then now there's so many more clubs here that are doing a lot more events. We just had a community event last weekend with High Class Oklahoma. The women in High Class, they killed that event. I think they had over 1,000 kids that they provided toys and coats to as the Oklahoma Lowrider community, and businesses in the community donated for that. So there's that aspect of the community events, and then you move on to the big car shows. You know, Oklahoma, we have our original Lowrider Oklahoma Auto Expo and Hop here. I will say it's probably the biggest indoor lowrider show in Oklahoma. There obviously have been other in the past, but currently it is, and it's amazing to see the community come together and being able to do that, and you know, show everybody that there is more to Oklahoma and there is lowriding here, and you know, we're building and becoming a bigger part of everything.
For sure, if you guys want to witness it firsthand, I recommend you guys go to the show here in July, Original Lowrider, and check it out, because you guys see a mixture from culture, music, cars, and like I said, from hopping to just show cars to everything, you know, great people, all the people involved with it, you know, say what's up to Val. And do you guys want to go a little bit deeper about your rides? You want to start?
Yeah. So I have a 64 Impala. I inherited that from my dad. It does have hydraulics. We have 2 pumps and there's 6 batteries, so you got 3 for each. Okay. She's a blue-green with a pearl top, all original. Everything's original, paint, interior, and she's still looking pretty little thing. But she rides great. I love her. I wouldn't trade her for the world. There's so much I want to do to her though, but it's going to be a work in progress. I'm definitely going to try to show out and do what I can. But no, she's definitely my favorite car.
Did you take her out today?
Yeah, I took it out. We had a toy drive for the Bethany Children's Hospital.
Okay.
So we went there, donated toys. The kids came out who were able to come see the cars and stuff. So High Class pulled up.
Old school players,
and then One Love, they all showed out for us. So really appreciate them for coming out. But it was a good turnout. But drove her to Bethany today.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
You have a bike too, don't you?
Yeah, I have a bike. Yeah, a Schwinn bike. It has like a Aztec on it, and it has the little velvet seat, the twisted handle. She's taking care. She matches the car.
How's driving the Impala?
It's been good. I was scared the first time I drove it. I'm not gonna lie, but it's taken adjusting to. Very bouncy with hydraulics, but
Oklahoma roads.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, driving down Western wasn't the greatest, but hey, we took back streets. She doesn't go fast on the highway, so low and slow.
Okay, I love that. Yeah. And then we go to your ride?
Well, I have a car. I have an 04 Lincoln Town car that's been in the works forever.
Yes.
But I do drive my husband's 79 Regal. Yeah. I 3-wheeled the first time this summer, so
yeah,
that car is gonna be mine pretty soon.
There you go.
But my Lincoln, actually, going back to hydraulics and airbags, I was going to put bags on it, put 17 wires on it, so not your traditional lowrider, obviously with bigger wheels on it, but with a car like that, it's just something that I like. So maybe something we're going to continue to work on, but, you know, as most moms know, the kids and husband usually come first, so I honestly have no problem putting their projects and everything before mine, because we're all a family, so we all show together. Outside of the cars, I have a tailor-taught stroller that's maroon in color, has engraved parts and engraved display. And then I'm working on another stroller with my mom that brings in our native culture and combine that with low riding. So that's something that else I'm working on. But besides that, it's just my husband's car, really.
You have any pictures of those strollers?
I have a picture of the little one, the one that's getting made. I'm not showing anybody
one
until it comes out. Because it's very different, different.
Yes, okay, so you guys got a sneak peek. Don't steal the idea. Copyright.
Well, that's the thing. You can't steal ideas if something's already been done, you know?
True. But that's going to be dope to see out here.
Yeah. Especially in Oklahoma. There's a lot of natives in Oklahoma, so... You know, a lot of people see my husband and I, and it's either you're Hispanic or Samoan, and no, we're native. So.
Oh, yeah.
I
can see that.
There's a lot of natives that do low riding, actually. There's whole car clubs out in Arizona that are just, native, so.
Yeah. Like Val told me, New Mexico.
Yeah, New Mexico we've been to,
With the lowriders.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. It's really dope. Basically, what's happening here in OKC with what's been happening here in Oklahoma City with the lowrider scene and everything. Any other lady lowriders here you guys seen, or do you guys talk to? Because I know there's a lot of car clubs here in Oklahoma City. Not really just an all ladies car club here, but just because they're sprinkled in with all the other clubs.
Mm-hmm.
Any other guys, women, you guys are inspired or would like to give a shout out to?
Pinky. I grew up watching her a lot. I think she was one of my biggest inspirations here in Oklahoma City. I don't really talk to a lot of women in the low riding scene. I'm pretty much new to it, so I'm still learning everything.
Okay, yeah, most definitely.
But I think growing up and watching women in low riding here in Oklahoma City, there were only a few when I was growing up. But it was crazy because I would ask questions you're not nervous? And they're like, no, why would I be nervous? I said, okay, I'm having that confidence.
I like that.
I like that. So now I see it now, I really want people to start taking us serious. We're here, we're coming.
Yeah, for sure. Anybody?
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of ladies here in Oklahoma. You have Des Thomas with One Love OKC.
Yes.
There's Liz and her daughter Mia with High Class Oklahoma. You also have the ladies with Okla's Finest. Those ladies have been putting it down for Oklahoma for years, as far as I know. Their kids and grandkids are now doing it. And then outside of Oklahoma, for me, my inspiration honestly would be my sister Josie in Dallas.
Dallas.
She's the VP of Rollers Only down there, and she's one of the ladies that for me kind of does it all. She does low riding. She's a mom, wife, grandma, runs the club, as a VP of her chapter, and so for me, she's definitely an inspiration.
She's everywhere.
Yeah,
yes.
definitely.
That's a superhero.
Oh,
yeah. Already being a mom and a grandma.
Yeah, mom, grandma, and she, like I said, she does it all, does a lot for their community. So seeing her being able to do that for her community definitely inspires to do here too. So.
Yeah, man. And then, like you said, that the lady lowriders are here. They're coming. It's super awesome, and for sure got to change that. We got to get a lot more, and then a lot more of them talking to each other. Just because I've seen a lot of places the ladies and the lowrider are very tight, even if they're outside of the different car clubs and stuff like that. But you are right, the big shout out Okla's Finest. I've talked to all of the ladies in that car club, and they go ham. Mm-hmm. We've done a little event, and they're like this, just putting everything together, and then they just showed up, and then they're really running stuff.
Yeah, I think the ladies in Okla's Finest, to me, just kind of knowing a little bit of the history here, and I think as of current women of low riding, I think they are definitely a good root, if you will, of the women, because those ladies, like I said, they're kind of like how I mentioned Josie. From the outside looking in, they do it all. You know, they're driving their own cars with their own kids and grandbabies in the back. They park their rides, they clean their rides, go and clean their husband rides, and then you see them taking care of their kids. You know, so they definitely do it all. So, and then now you have us younger generation now doing the same thing because that's what we're seeing they're doing.
Yeah, it's, for sure. You know, it really just shows how much tradition and culture this really is involved in. Passing it down through like generations and all the women, the low riding. What's one thing you guys would like to see change, you know, within just future here in Oklahoma City low riding? We start. Because, I mean, there's just so much.
There's a lot, yeah. I don't know if I can really pinpoint anything right now. I think... Can I go based off of you? Yeah. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, like, maybe like more, I don't know, communication, or probably like, if there's maybe like an outlet more for like the women.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if there shouldn't be. People don't really talk to each other here in Oklahoma. So, you know, it just starts talking, you know, maybe fucking start beef. Nah, maybe. Fucking start some shit.
I think we should definitely do like a big group chat with the girls and like maybe try to do like a cruise every now and then, like start breaking things out.
Yeah, imagine
us really starting to come together.
Cruise.
Yeah,
y'all can start. That'd be super awesome. I know for sure a lot of people would support that. A lot of people would support that, and that would look really cool on shirts too. So yeah, I wear shirts. So that's really dope. Anything you think would be awesome to see different, maybe like in the future, 2026?
Honestly, I think the way Oklahoma Lowriding is currently going is in the right direction. I feel like there has been a lot more communication and involvement with the clubs getting together more. I think a good turning point for that recently was the Easter picnic we did this last year, and getting all the clubs together again. That was something I knew was happening when we first started coming out, was the Easter picnics and seeing community that, and it kind of stopped for a while. I don't know why. I stay out of business, that's not mine. But it's definitely, I feel like everything's going in the right direction, seeing more clubs, doing more community events. So I'm kind of excited to see where Oklahoma goes in 2026.
Yeah, most definitely. I've heard a lot of people say, oh man, you know, I would like to go back to how it was back then. And when a lot of people say that, it's just because just how united all the car clubs was. A lot of people really weren't worried about any of the outside stuff.
So much politics.
Yeah, it's a lot of politics.
Yeah.
It is crazy because like both of you guys mentioned it. There's priorities before, you know, everything else in the car club, and everybody is really cool with understanding that. Like, you know, I gotta do my priorities before I start really pushing out the car and investing and all that stuff. And with all that, you know, just getting more people to really start falling in line with, you know, really just getting together and doing stuff like that. The Easter one, what was different from the other ones? You said more people were involved in that.
It stopped. The Easter picnic stopped for quite a few years, and it's just from the time that it last happened, I feel like to now there's a lot more people involved, and I feel like there was a disconnect in the lowrider community, from my opinion. Everybody's probably not going to see that, but I feel like there was. But I feel like the picnic we had this past year again was definitely going in the right direction to bring everybody together. Oklahoma's too small to have beef with people, you know? You put the bullshit aside, get in your car and cruise. You know, everybody's going to be different. Everybody does things different, think different, build different. So if they're not paying your bills and feeding you, their opinion shouldn't matter.
Yeah, so there's a lot of things a lot of people tend to forget because of emotions and all that. If people just cool down and just forget about it, the next day they just be like, yeah, I don't give a fuck, whatever. Water under a bridge. But yeah, you know, with the community and everything, super dope here in Oklahoma City. I know you guys are very active in the community and things like that. Do you guys just you want to start? who want to get a little bit more deeper into like the community events here in Oklahoma City and how I don't know, you seem they're really just putting on for OKC and helping with like showing what we do and things like that, from like the hobs to just showing like the dope cars we have and stuff like that.
Yeah, like the little community events we did today. That toy drive, a lot of people came out, like even employees, kids, the construction workers across the street all came over to look over at the cars. They said they didn't know we had cars like this. Some of them were very shocked, so it was definitely crazy. It was the way they were just so shocked about it. But I personally like going out and it's doing it for the kids, seeing the kids' reactions and stuff. It's so fun. They're just so cute when they see the cars, but I like how the car club community is so active in helping other people. Like the hospitals, the little donations that they do, like the toy drive. It's just, I don't know. I really like that stuff. I like when we come together like that because I feel like the community needs it. We need a lot of positivity in there. So I think we're doing it. I think we're doing really good at that.
For sure, especially with the events and all that.
Yeah.
Are you active on your social media or something like that?
Somewhat, yeah.
Okay. I was going to see what's like people's reaction to like your car and stuff like that.
A lot of people like seeing my car. I definitely turned a lot of necks today driving. I love that. I love seeing people like when they walk or even drive, like have their phone out.
And then when they see it's a woman, it's even better.
Yeah, because one guy was honking his horn. He said, "That's badass." I said, "Thanks." And then I hit the switches and went on.
Went
Yeah, I had to let him know. I said, "I'm here."
My car is better than yours. I'm sorry.
I said, "Even though I'm all the way down here." But no, really, I like all the reactions I get on it because personally, I still geek out over the car and I've seen it my whole life. But it's a neck breaker. I can't get over it.
We'll post a picture, right? How are you feeling with like the events and all that, and especially how like all the kids now they come and they all have a phone, like basically it grows to their hand, you know, it's constantly out and you know they're constantly putting content out there. OKC cars. You get any like are people showing love out there on social media for your car or here in the city or anything? Because I know you guys stand out with that car.
Yeah, I mean, my husband's car does get a lot of attention. So social media, you know, we post content. He's the content guy. I try to stay off of social media because I get in trouble, but it definitely is there. Like you said, kids put the phone in their hand, but adults are just as bad. Yeah. I mean, TikTok is a big thing, you know, and scrolling social media sometimes and seeing your car in a random post, and you're like, when was this, you know, or I don't remember this. So seeing that sometimes is pretty cool, and the attention is scary sometimes. You know, but it's pretty cool.
Scary good? Or scary?
Scary good.
Okay, yeah.
No, like scary good, like, you know, just kind of being cautious and stuff like that. So, but I mean, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
And then who's doing the G family flicks? Or is
That's my husband.
Okay, yeah. So I was wondering who did that. I don't know if it was you guys.
Yeah, he does the flyers. He does the videos, the pictures. I supervise. Yes. I try to stay in the background. Usually, honestly, when he's doing his photography and stuff like that, is usually a lot of the times when hops are going on because people are outside watching the hops. So we're doing our own thing, or he's doing his photo stuff, and I'm sitting in the back because it's let's go walk around and look at the cars. And 2 cars down, we're stuck there for 15 minutes because he's either talking to someone or he's doing a video, and I'm just like, I don't got time for this. So, but he definitely does that. I stay to the back. So,
big shout out to you guys for getting that done, because you guys are getting a lot of great, good shots, a lot of awesome content of Oklahoma City Lowriders and everywhere else you guys are at. Mm-hmm. For sure, you guys are really, really nice content. It's super dope. And I just saying that because I see a lot of kids in Oklahoma City sharing the G family flicks.
Yeah, there's a lot of teens coming out. A lot more coming out, and driving their cars, and to them it's the best thing in the world, so it's definitely cool to see.
Yeah, I really like how the whole inspiration wise, because right now with how easy information these kids are getting, they're receiving a lot of bad information. Kids are getting in trouble and all that, and with men and women, inspiring kids to do this really expensive hobby, it really keeps them out of trouble and really keeps them working, because things are expensive nowadays. And then we keep them working, giving them goals, that really keeps them out of the streets, doing bad things, and really just keeps them safe, because what I've seen with lowriding is very, very family orientated. And with getting kids involved with it more, we have them living longer, we have less sad parents and things like that. And then with you guys being ladies in the lowrider, we're also bringing in a lot more of the female demographic in, and bringing them more into trades like welding and body work and things that you really, maybe like 20 years ago, you really wouldn't see a lot of females, just because of the whole bad stigmas that were placed upon us, like in the 70s and shit like that. How women were supposed to, how they say, be in the kitchen and stuff like that. We're really been turning things over since then. Because, we have all the female welders and all that. Have you guys, do you guys have any, like, I'm going to say, like, teens, women who are in the lowrider scene who come up to you guys and, man, you guys kind of inspire me to do this too, and, because men or women always come in uneasy with things and unsure. Anybody come up to you guys like that?
To be honest, I don't get teens, I get adults doing it.
Okay, yeah.
But mine's more on the show side of things, because I do a lot of that.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, how the hell do you do it? And you have to have the love for it, to be honest, to be able to do it. It's not easy. So I don't really get much of the teens. Like I said, it's the adults.
Mine's more on my niece. My niece, she really...
Okay.
My niece looks up to me, but once we kind of I started taking her to car shows, she definitely wanted to partake in it a lot more, and I love that, because my son, I definitely want to get him involved in it, and we got to get a seatbelt installed in the back seat just to get him going with us. But I definitely love that. I mean, my niece looks up to me, and this is something she wants to do. She's like, can we go drive the car? And I'm like, girl, it's 12 degrees outside. I'm like, we're not going to drive it right now. But no, definitely her. She's definitely someone who does.
Yeah, well, that's awesome. You got your family, and it's the older, younger generation. Already asking questions, trying to roll in and things like that. And you plan on going hard in the lowrider stuff?
100%, yeah. Because my dad, he always involved us in it, and I would like to continue that. With my son, where he's going to every car show with me. We're doing everything together the way my dad did. Because
that's awesome.
I really appreciate my dad doing all that for us, because I love seeing the cars, being around the people. The hops, too, are crazy to watch. So it's something I would want my son to be into.
Definitely. Do you want to get a little bit deeper in who your dad was?
Yeah, so my dad was Enrique Diablo Henry, whoever y'all knew him by. He grew up in Riverside, Oklahoma, on 11th Street. He claimed that so much, so proud. Love that. He got that Impala, and he pretty much had it stock until a couple years ago. He got hydraulics. But my dad was very much part of the lowrider gang. Back in the day, he used to tell me he would put sand and bricks in his trunk just to get his trunk to go low when they didn't have anything.
That's history right there. People need to pay attention to that.
Yeah, he told us about that. I remember my mouth dropped. I said, you did what?
What?
Mm-hmm. But no, my dad, I feel like he inspired me to keep wanting to do this, because every time he pulled the car out, I'm like, can I wash it? Can I drive it? Always a no to drive it, but hey. But no, my dad was involved in the lowrider scene for a long time. He went from Reflections, he did Matrix, we did Riverside. He had his own little club for a little bit. And then we joined Solo Riders, and then he left off in Impalas. So that's where we kind of took over. Me and my sister are going to take over, fill in his shoes. But I definitely plan on being a lot more active in the community and showing out, because he really didn't take the car out as much when he got older. But he definitely did his thing in the lowrider community.
Yeah.
Sir was known.
Yeah. Yeah. Like a lot of people in the past episodes I've had, they say nothing but amazing things, and especially his vision that he had for the South Side and stuff.
Yeah, I'm really proud to have him as a dad. He changed his whole life around, and he set my mom straight. He got us out of, like, he took us to a good place. He wanted the best for us, and he did that.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Him, Zeke, he talks to me a lot about him, that because he's got like this project going on the South Side where they're gonna paint murals on, the skate park.
Oh,
in
yeah.
Robinson, over there by where they have like some pillars. They're gonna do like murals and stuff. And he said that was also inspired by your dad also.
He said, like, Chicano Park, he got that inspiration from when we had went to California, yeah. He said Oklahoma should have their own little Chicano Park down here.
Yeah, and it's about to happen. It's
Yeah.
gonna happen. It's a little sneak peek. No one really knows unless y'all watched the other podcast. We talked about it, and it was his inspiration why we're currently gonna have that. Just so people know, we're about to get like beautiful murals, and I didn't know that either. That he was inspired by the California thing.
Yeah, because I want to say my dad even, like, he kind of sketched something up, like an idea, but my dad was very talented. He could draw, but he had big plans for the Oklahoma lowriding scene. He wanted to be involved in it so much more.
Yeah. Big shout out to him. A lot of things. Luckily, he was able to talk to people who are making it happen. For sure, 2026, we're gonna see that. For sure, we'll get content on there. We'll get videos so everybody can see. And that's really, really dope. Just so people here in Oklahoma City know, basically still have his name alive. Everybody in Oklahoma City still to this day has nothing but amazing things, and are going to continue to have super amazing things to say about him. And with like just like the whole community and everything, you have any plans for like 2026 or anything? For like events or anything, you guys? Any big events, anything crazy?
As for the community,
Yeah.
I'm hoping we're going to be doing our community Easter picnic again to kind of start things off. And then, of course, we have a Steelos Night Hop July 18th, Oklahoma City Auto Expo and Hop July 19th. There is a show in Ardmore, Oklahoma on March 21st by Peerless Kings. So there's definitely a lot of stuff lowrider-wise going on in Oklahoma. And, of course, all the clubs getting together and doing more community things. I'm hoping High Class does their toy drive again next year. So
That was a big turnout,
definitely excited to be more part of these events. So, and cruising, of course, every time we get a chance. So it's hard sometimes for my family because we do travel a lot, but we definitely try to get out and cruise.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's on a Monday night. Sometimes you'll see us on a Saturday. But you cruise when you want to cruise.
Yeah. For as busy as you guys are, you guys do a really good job at bringing Oklahoma City events and stuff.
There's been times we came from out of town and unloaded the car and went cruising. We've done that before.
Tired and everything.
Yeah, 5-6 hour drive, and we unload the car, jump in, and we go for a couple hours.
Yeah, big shout out to y'all, because that's what really makes all these events and just everything, just people showing up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, a lot of people do show up really tired, straight from work and all that. But just once everybody gets together, just see the turnout.
Mm-hmm.
It gets huge. And then just from like here in OKC and like the South Side and the different areas, do you guys see like a big difference from like say Edmond to Norman to like the South Side?
Yeah, I stay in Edmond, so I don't see a lot of classic cars out there.
No? Not even like stock? No.
No, it's mostly like Jeeps, the big trucks, and then you have like the fancy Porsches and stuff. So I'm like, I don't see a lot of like older cars at all. Like my husband has an 85 Regal, and like when that thing comes down the street, everybody just looks at it. But I mean, I don't really see much down there at all. There's really not anything.
Damn. Oh yeah, it's like a college, university.
UCO, yeah.
Yeah, UCO, yeah. Yeah, they can't afford lowriders though. Now they're too busy with that tuition. Yeah, that tuition's too expensive. Yeah. And then you said you're like from, I'm sorry, Maine?
Michigan.
Michigan, right? And then there's lowriders over there? I'm sorry, my ignorance.
Yeah.
There's lowriders.
I didn't grow up in lowriding at all. Like, at all. My dad was a painter, but he restored like classic vehicles. But there's lowriders in Michigan. We have our brother Jose Noriega has one of the best box Chevys you're gonna see.
Wow, over there?
Oh yeah, in Michigan. It's
shout out to him.
Full like radical car, does all kinds of things, and people say it looks like a transformer. But,
Okay.
But yeah, box Chevy. So I mean, there's definitely lowriders in Michigan. Our team does a show in Chicago. There's definitely lowriders everywhere. I mean, you go, so they're everywhere.
Yeah, that's crazy. And then you're everywhere, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I really can't pinpoint you to like just one, like, hey, what's a different behavior? Man, like you already said like OKC really gets inspiration, but just like the basic, but it's got its own thing and stuff. Mm-hmm. From like all the places and stuff like that, how is like the difference between the culture and stuff? Because a lot of people see that. I guess we do have lowriders and stuff, but they don't understand the culture also. That it's not necessarily one race. It's everything.
Yeah. I mean, like she's mentioned, it goes as far as Japan. I mean, you got to look at it there. I mean, I believe the foundation and the root of lowriding is all the same no matter where you go, but it's going to be different. They're going to be way ahead on certain stuff out on the West Coast than you will still see here in Oklahoma. So what people are doing in California 2-3 years ago is probably basically new here in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And then you got to take a look at the different regions you're in. That's going to bring inspiration to it. Again, going back to the car clubs that are, with Native Americans in it, they bring that culture. You'll see, depictions of certain parts of their tribe on their vehicles and things like that. And you'll see other cultures doing the same thing. I mean, Japan, their paint styles are completely different than you see here. Their engraving is completely different, but the root and the foundation is all the same.
That's true, yeah. You can always, like, tell the little differences of how a culture does their thing differently. Mm-hmm. And then, like, as far as, like, women in lowriding and history and things like that, I don't know if you guys ever seen, like, I don't know her name directly, but it's a female who keyed the term lowrider, who basically created the word lowrider. I don't know if you guys seen that. No, this is a black lady in California. I wish I would point to that. But I don't know if y'all knew that. I looked it up. It seemed like a fact, but everybody claims to be like the first person to do this, especially with like the history of hydraulics. Mm-hmm. There's a couple people who, no, I did it first, and I did it first. But that's what I've seen, that like she keyed that word, I guess, for like lowriders, because they started calling them something else, and then I guess her calling them lowriders started other people calling them lowriders. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
That's crazy. But there's like a lot of history in women lowriding, from some of the best pinstripers to as far now, like I don't know if lowriders rap their cars, but a lot of women are rapping, painting, stuff like that.
I would hope.
Yeah.
But that probably does happen.
Yeah. Are there like customized things that a lot of women do, like the setups for like the trunks for the lowriders and stuff like that. Would you guys like to see more resources and stuff like that to really start getting more teens, women into that field and stuff like that? Because I know when I was younger, I had a shop class, and I never ever saw a girl in that class. Never. I went to Grant. I never saw women in shop. Yeah.
I don't even think I had that like in my school at all. There's
Oh.
nothing like that.
I had a woodworking class.
Okay. Yeah.
I was in that, but I had a shop class. We didn't have a shop class. I don't remember. To be honest, this high school I didn't pay attention.
Wow. Oh my god.
But I feel like it would be cool if there was more resources. But I feel like with social media, that is a big resource.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so many kids
Huge
focus on
resource,
that.
yeah.
And that's where kids are learning from. I mean, you have painters that are going live, engravers that are going live on TikTok,
Some of the best.
showing you how to do things.
Yep.
So I mean, what better way to use what's at your fingertips, you know, to do that. So I think a lot of kids are doing that, you know, and a lot of kids are seeing their dads or uncles or brothers doing it. So then they're slowly getting into it. There's a gentleman in Kansas, I believe. He's been posting stuff about his son, and his son's becoming an amazing painter. But I think he was also a painter. So that's pretty cool to see.
Especially how you can just get that information that quick.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you can just search up how to paint job or
Yeah.
stuff like that. And then especially with getting more ladies in it and things like that, grow the whole movement. And then like as far as like the whole ladies, lowriders here in Oklahoma City, it would be awesome to see a lot more like unity and things like that. If you guys could give like any up and coming ladies, you know, in the scene who want to get in it, as far as, because the whole lowrider thing can be as far from owning a lowrider, maybe doing services to a lowrider, to doing shows. There's so much. Any game or any advice you guys would want to give? Anything?
Ask questions.
Yeah, don't be scared. Don't be scared. I've definitely learned to ask questions if I hear a car, hear the car make a noise. I'm like, what was that? Like, what is that? Don't be scared though. Just have confidence. Don't come in with your head down. You got it. You got it.
Definitely agree with that. I feel like I'll be honest, resting bitch face. There's going to be a lot of us that are like that, and it's not that we're not friendly. We don't want to talk to you. It's just how quiet. So I think that definitely is, you know, a thing, and just ask questions. That's the only way you're going to learn. And there was someone who was just like you at one point. They didn't know, but that's the only way you're going to learn and understand is to ask questions, and people will appreciate that more because you're learning instead of guessing or just making things up.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing that I could think of, and be true to yourself. You know, build the car how you want to build it. If somebody tells you, oh, you're not a lowrider if you don't do that, build it how you want to build it. You know,
It's your car.
it's your car. If you want to put 13s on a Dodge Neon,
There you go.
you know,
Do it.
because my husband had one, you know, and people will think, oh, that's not a lowrider, but you know, it technically is. If you really want to get down to it, it's a class of lowriding. So yeah, be true to yourself. Build your build how you want to build it, and just focus on that. Don't let the outside noise, you know, deter you from that.
Because it's as simple as just starting to ask questions. Like, hey, you know how you do that? It doesn't matter. Don't ever set any limitations for anything. You know, your race, your sexuality, your religion. Doesn't matter. You know, just ask questions. Really get in it. Are you guys good with updating your social medias and things like that?
For the most part, yeah.
Okay. So I'll have like the links to you guys, your social medias. I know you have TikToks, things like that. I'll put it on there, your Facebooks. Just if anybody does have any questions, anybody likes to reach out or anything. And also so you guys can check them out. We're at the end of the podcast. I really, really, really thank you guys for showing up. And just so you guys can talk more about the ladies and lowriders here in Oklahoma City. Maybe we can inspire some more ladies to come on this podcast.
Definitely.
Talk about what goes on in Oklahoma City, because there's a lot that happens here. A lot of craziness. And then maybe hopefully we can get you guys on another podcast. Maybe when it's a little bit warmer, we can have the cars in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the weather sucks right now.
Yeah.
Post it at a little park.
Yeah. But yeah, big shout out. Val in the background, the cut, Thicky Hippie, our camera woman. Yeah, she's going to be on the podcast soon. See her soon. But yeah, big shout out to these ladies who came through. and gave us some of their time. Like I said, we're going to have their Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, so you guys can keep in contact with their beautiful rides and everything they do. You know, big shout out. They are a big part here in the community, and if, you know, you want to learn about the community and what happens here in the cars now, these are two very great people to start following and checking out. Yeah, big thank you guys for showing up.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, all right. Thank you so much, guys.